At 85 years old, Smokey Robinson, one of the greatest voices in soul music and a cornerstone of Motown's golden era, stands as a living legend. His timeless songs like Tracks of My Tears, Tears of a Clown, and Cruisin' shaped generations, giving the world a soundtrack of love, loss, and hope. But behind the smooth voice, charming smile, and polished stage presence lies a life filled with quiet heartbreak, painful struggles, and moments of deep personal tragedy. The story of Smokey Robinson isn't just one of fame and fortune, it's a story of a man who gave everything to music, and at times nearly lost himself in the process. Smokey Robinson's journey began in Detroit, where he grew up in a poor neighborhood dreaming of a better life. Music became his escape, his passion, and ultimately his salvation. With his velvety voice and poetic lyrics, Smokey became one of the founding fathers of Motown Records, working side by side with Berry Gordy to create a sound that would change American culture forever. He wasn't just a performer, he was the heart and soul of Motown, writing and producing for artists like The Temptations, Marvin Gaye, and Mary Wells. At the height of his success, Smokey's influence stretched far beyond the stage. He was helping define a movement, a voice of unity, love, and strength during a time of division. But the success came at a cost. The endless touring, the pressure to stay at the top, and the emotional toll of fame began to wear him down. Behind closed doors, Smokey struggled with exhaustion and loneliness, feelings that fame only seemed to amplify. Then came the heartbreak of failed relationships. His marriage to his first wife, Claudette Rogers Robinson, a fellow Miracles member, was filled with love but also with loss. The couple endured multiple miscarriages, and the pain of losing unborn children haunted them for years. Though they tried to make it work, the constant pressures of fame and personal grief eventually tore them apart. As the 1980s arrived, Smokey faced one of the darkest chapters of his life. Despite being a beloved public figure, he fell into a devastating spiral of drug addiction. He's since spoken openly about how cocaine nearly destroyed him. "I was lost," he once admitted. "I didn't even recognize myself anymore." His friends watched helplessly as the man who had inspired millions was consumed by self-destruction. It wasn't until a close friend intervened and helped him rediscover his faith that Smokey found the strength to turn his life around. He later said, "God saved me. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that moment." Even as he overcame his demons, life continued to test him. Losing close friends and collaborators, including Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, and countless others from the Motown family, left him heartbroken. Each loss reminded him of the passage of time, of the people who helped shape his journey but didn't get to see how far the legacy of Motown would reach. And as he's grown older, Smokey has faced health challenges and the bittersweet reality of aging in an industry that often forgets its pioneers. Yet, despite it all, Smokey Robinson remains a beacon of resilience. He continues to perform, his voice, though weathered by time, still carrying that unmistakable warmth and soul. But when he looks back, there's a sadness in his reflections, a sense of gratitude mixed with sorrow. "I've been blessed," he said in a recent interview, "but I've also lost a lot. Fame doesn't protect you from pain.